John Johnson, a brilliant man who is known for two key structures in Chelmsford, the Stone Bridge and the Shire Hall. The Civic Society are therefore only too pleased to be involved with a new piece of artwork as part of the Concrete Canvas 2024 project.
Hello there, I'm Andy Downs. I'm a portrait artist. I'm from Southend. I'm really pleased to be here today painting this portrait of the gentleman that's built the original bridge here and also the Shire Hall. I feel honoured that you've asked me to paint this because it's a bit different to the other styles of art around in the area, so I'm quite pleased to be here. So I got involved with Concrete Canvas through community really. I know Candy, we've worked sort of not together but sort of with different things going on in the Essex area, and she's come down to Southend and now it's my turn to come back up to Chelmsford.
The story behind the man and these iconic structures started back in 1732 when John Johnson was born in Leicester. By his 13th birthday he had moved to London and in the late 1760s was working as a builder on the Burns estate in Marylebone. For almost the rest of his life, he lived in one of the houses on this estate. His career in the building trade progressed, and eventually he became a competent designer of town and country houses. His work was characterised by its neoclassical design and the innovative use of code stone features. Code stone is a hard-wearing artificial ceramic made from clay mixed with flint, powdered stone and glass, and was developed by George Cone of Lambeth in 1769. The secret of this material's resistance to weathering is due to the high temperature used to fuse all the components together. Johnson's reputation grew through the 1770s as he designed several grand country houses and exhibited designs at the Society of Artists. Some of the buildings he designed for Essex landowners still survive, such as Turling Place, Hatfield Place and Bradfield Lodge. In 1782, Johnson became the surveyor of the county of Essex. This work involved the upkeep of prisons and houses of correction, as well as courthouses and the maintenance of bridges. During this time he drew up the plans for the new stone bridge in Chelmsford, as the old heavily used three-arch structure was then too narrow. His design would increase the width from 20 to 34 feet so that the bridge could take a wide road and two pavements. To do so, though, he had to make the unpopular decision to demolish the buildings at No. 1 Molsham Street and part of 51 the High Street. The construction was awarded to a company called Andrews, Horsfield and Johnson. The Johnson in this company was John Johnson's son, but nobody seemed to object to this. The team also involved the local stonemason family of George Ray, who worked the Portland stone in their yard just off Springfield Road. The 250 tons of stone was transported to Chelmsford from Swanage on the south coast by boat to Malden and then brought by horse and cart over Danbury Hill. The first stone was laid in October 1785, but work had to cease almost at once due to the poor winter weather conditions. Meanwhile, all the traffic was diverted over a temporary wooden bridge situated in the King's Head Meadow. This arrangement was to last for only 6 months, but the new bridge took 27 months to complete and was finally opened for traffic in January 1788. The overall works were viewed as a great success, so much so that the construction team was almost at once given the next project to start work on, the replacement of the old session house at the top of the High Street, a building we now know as the Shire Hall. The county judges, however, decreed that during the construction of this building there should be minimal disruption to both the existing court and the market. Accordingly, the access to the front of the new building was restricted to just 10 feet, and the builders were to remove all tools and their storage shed while the courts were in session, usually on a Friday. Despite all these restrictions, construction of the building, again using Portland stone from the same source with code stone decorations, took only 20 months to complete. The then town of Chelmsford were very proud of their new courthouse and administration building. For completing the project under budget and less than the original estimate, John Johnson was presented with an engraved gilt cup of 3 quarts capacity with a matching salver worth 100 guineas. John Johnson retired in 1812 and moved back to Leicester, where he later died in 1814. He was buried in St Martin's Church, now Leicester Cathedral, where he is commemorated on the base of a monument by John Bacon, originally erected in 1786 as a memorial to John Johnson's parents.
So there we go, it's all finished. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. Most of it went smoothly, but I'm really happy with the finished result ultimately. Also, I've learned something about Chelmsford, which is always a bonus. I love my history, and I've had so many people interacting as I walk past and also talking about the piece and Chelmsford history as well. So thank you very much to Chelmsford for having me. Hopefully you have me back one day again.